Inflation. It's a stubborn problem. Morning.
Yes, and especially thorny one for people who have discount stores for 99p or a pound. We're going to be looking at exactly what they do in that situation in just a minute with some of their items here. But let's have a quick recap of where we are with inflation at the moment. In November, the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, stood at 3.3%. Now, soaring commodity prices and rising fuel costs are expected to push this month's number even higher. But the Bank of England's inflation target, remember, is just 2%. The dilemma that policymakers have is that in order to reduce inflation, usually they raise interest rates, which are currently at a historic low of just 0.5%. But many economists say that by putting up rates, the fragile recovery could be derailed. Well, let's get the view of what impact this has on businesses. Can they avoid passing on their increased costs to the consumer? Hussein Lalani is with me, and he's the commercial director of the 99p store. Now, when the VAT rise comes in and when inflation comes in today, you're not going to change your name to the £1 2.5p store,
Absolutely
are you?
not. We're still going to be 99p.
Still 99p. So what do? Now, the eagle-eyed amongst us, Sean Williams, chocolate lover, has already noticed that this Toblerone has got 30 grams smaller recently. Was that your doing?
No, that was actually us working in conjunction with the brands. We still needed a viable product we can sell at 99p, and the only way they could do that was by reducing the chocolate by 30 grams.
Is that a normal tactic to do, or what else can you do?
It depends on the product. Some products do get smaller, some products do change, but whatever happens, we're still offering the best deal on the high street.
Okay, and so how do you do it? I mean, do you buy one tweet we got in from a guy called Paul Walgar? He said, "Look, I don't like pound shops because what they do is they buy bankrupt stock from mum and pop stores, massively undercut them, and buy that stock at pennies on the pound." Is that true?
Well, we don't buy it from mum and pop stores. We actually buy bankrupt stock or end of line stock from big brands. So maybe the shower gel you were buying last week has changed its packaging, so we'll get their leftover packaging and we'll still sell that for 99p.
Now, what's going to happen? Now, both yourself and Poundland have done well during the recession. You both, increased the number of stores you have. Have you noticed there's been a change in the type of customer base you have?
Absolutely. We're finding a lot more middle-class customers are coming to visit our stores, and we're reacting by actually providing products which they ask for, things like balsamic vinegar, sun-dried tomatoes, so these types of products which they want, and we're stocking for.
And what will happen then if things do get better and we come out of the recession, we go through the crunch and what have you, and the spending cuts, we emerge on the other side with a proper recovery in place? Does that mean that your business will then suffer? Do you only do well when times are hard?
No, I can't imagine anybody who's found somewhere to buy a certain product cheaper is going to go back to paying more for it after the recession is over. Remember, bargains never go out of fashion, and I think one thing the recession has taught everybody, and that's the value of money.
And did you call yourself 99p store deliberately to undercut Poundland?
Yes, in a way, and we like to say twice the range and a penny change.
Okay. So in your tills, you just have lots and lots of 1p's?
Actually, the average spend is 5 items, so it's more 5p's.
Okay, all right. Hussein Lalani from the 99p store. Thanks very much. I'll be back when I need something for my colleagues with Secret Santa next year.
Exactly. It'll just be smaller. They're getting ever smaller every
year.
Smaller. Toblerone, honestly, every time I look at it, it gets smaller. Thank you very much. Oh dear, the time, 7:51. The nominations for the British